And so I think a lot of times we hire people randomly and we're putting them in a position that they're not necessarily wired to be optimized for.
You mentioned CVI and Core Values Index. I'd really like to kind of go in that direction right now, because this is something that has helped me tremendously. And I know it's something that you're really passionate about, and you've built this really awesome business with Blue Chip using this tool. I'd love for you to just kind of riff and talk about builder, banker, innovator, merchant. We haven't had somebody really talk about personality assessments or core values assessments, and bringing that into our audience could be really helpful. We could go in any direction you feel fit, but I really like this topic a lot.
That's great. And I definitely, our company has gone from a 4-person company 6 years ago next month to, 60 employees and another 100 plus contractors. We finished last year just under 16 million. We feel very strongly we'll be 22 to 25 this year. And I would say if there was one thing that made the biggest impact, even beyond, what I would feel I would bring to the table from a leadership standpoint with my partner and myself, it is this CVI. And by the way, I'm in a networking group with Vistage. That is a networking group of other business owners. There's 18 of us that run small to mid-sized companies. And I've brought that to them, and many of them are now wholeheartedly on board with it, and they've seen major growth in just about every case where an owner or executive has taken some form of this, right? Some of them have different ones that they like to use, but the reality is that we want to have people come to work every day, number one, and be happy, right? And so I think a lot of times we hire people randomly and we're putting them in a position that they're not necessarily wired to be optimized for, right? Even if the culture is right, we put them in a role that they don't enjoy. Retention happens, right? Or doesn't happen, right? Because we get the wrong people and they end up disappearing or jumping, ship within a short period of time. Now you're rehiring, spending money, retraining, wasting time. And you're losing a lot, right? Even if somebody really loves the job, right? They love the company and they're trying to do their best. They're going to be 30, 40% less effective in the role than getting somebody that's actually wired that kind of likes the job, right? If they're wired to do the job. So, we talked about banker, specifically 75, 80%, maybe even 90% of my company has banker as one of their top 2 core values, right? And the reason for that is that my company specifically is a very process-driven company, right? Details matter. There's a lot of information, okay? We do not need a lot of creativity. There are companies that need tons of creativity. There's engineering companies out there that need that. By the way, our guys in the field that are problem solving and fixing stuff, hey, we need people that do that. But in the office, the back end support, we need people that are going to be organized, detailed, make minimal mistakes. And by the way, be okay with spreadsheets, be okay with lots of information, and, be able to look at a screen all day and leave work and be like, I did what I needed to do. It worked out great. And I feel great contributing to the team and the community that we have. And that is what we have, right? And so, I use that a lot because there's so many things that we do that are very detail oriented when it comes to estimates, when it comes to sending invoices, right? When it comes to all the financials that we have to put in, all the purchasing orders that we do. You mess up on 5% of that could, take away 5% of your profit. When you're talking about $16 million, that adds up to be a lot of money that you just threw away because you weren't optimized with the right people. But having the right people puts you on the right track to be able to do it. So in terms of the different styles, right? Our bankers, right? As I mentioned, very organized, can handle a lot of information, very community oriented. They are the human encyclopedias, okay, for knowledge and information. And they love to be able to share that knowledge and information with others. So they're great at training and coaching and teaching. They're great teachers, right, and trainers of new people on the team. and like I said, they make minimal mistakes, right? Because they have such capacity, okay, to hold on to so much and retain so much information and not leave stuff out.